Alright, what is up YouTube? We're going to be doing the first rundown of our Dragon Maid deck. So, if you guys want to check out our friends at TradingCardMint.com, enter MCO40 on checkout, save a little bit of money on your purchase, and that's just where life starts on this channel. So, this deck is for post the, Eternity Code is our next set, and this is just purely a fun deck. I've played this a couple of times so far. We're still put together in theory mode. A couple of things I'm going to talk about in this video. Just kind of test and adjust and things like that. So, without further ado, let's dig on into this. So we have triple copies of the beautiful Chamber Dragon Maid. Now, she has probably the best effect that this deck actually wanted. On her normal or special, you get to add one Dragon Maid spell or trap card from your deck to your hand, and then she gets the ability to toggle out into a level 7 or higher Dragon Maid monster from her hand or graveyard. So it's incredibly important. Well, first up, you can stop playing so many of the actual polymerizations now, because one of the polymerizations were curable. And to top things off, now that we have this up and running, this can actually toggle into any of the super high level Dragon Maids. So that's another thing to literally understand. This card is anything that you want it to be, and we can stop playing so many of the bad polys. So this card does a lot to fix the problems that this deck had, especially when Eternity Code rolls around here. You'll definitely see a big change in the course of this deck. Now, we've also got triple copies of the Nurse Dragon Maid. Now, I believe she's also on special. Yeah. On normal special, you can add one Dragon Maid monster from your deck to your hand, and then you have to send one from your hand to the graveyard. Then she toggles into the level 8 or higher. Don't be like me and forget to send, not like it really matters, because you're going to toggle into the big one anyway. But she gives you the ability to get, if you open up a big one, you can search for a little one, dump the big one, and then you can toggle out into this for the battle phase. I'm like, right now I have the deck built to going first. I really want to try Evenleys and try a going second build, but that's ideas for another day. Let me tell you, I'm definitely enjoying the negate aspect of those. So we have triple copies of Kitchen here, then we have triple copies of Parlor. So she's same thing. She toggles into the level 8 or above, and on normal or special summon, you can send one Dragon Maid card from your deck to the graveyard. So you have one that searches for a small trap card, you have one that drops anything, and then you have a universal one that searches for your monsters. Alright? That's literally everything that you could possibly want in an archetype, built into your first 9 cards. So triple copies of Parlor. Now, we play one copy of Nurse. Now, I hate Nurse. She's the one that toggles down into the level 7 Dragon Maids. And then she's on normal or special. You can revive a Dragon Maid from your graveyard. And then I wish they all could toggle into whichever Dragon Maid that you wanted them to. But I guess that would be a little bit too broken in that regard. But she's just basically there to have access to revives. Also, to toggle into the other dragon if need be. So there's that. Now, level 8 dragons. We play 2 copies of Tinkhek. Tinkhek is the fat 2700 one. And then, quick effect, you can discard this card to target a Dragon Maid against 2000 attack. We're basically just playing this because it's the honest. Like, it gets super fat for the free discard. So it literally attempts to answer anything out there for what you need it for. Now, we have the one copy of the Lopar. Lopar gives you the discard to negate a effect of a face-up monster on the field. Also 2700, level 8. Those are your level 8 dragons. You don't need any more than that. And then we play triple copies of the level 7 one. Now, this is the one that, quick effect, discard this, you can summon one Dragon Maid monster from your hand. She basically gives us the ability to extend. So, depending on how you open, your whole dex combos are a bit subpar, but that's fine. It's for fun. So you can go Nurse, recruit for this, drop one, discard this special. That way you can set up for more of your combos. And then if you're going second, this is if your opponent has not had an interruption, by the way. You can tag out Nurse if you have her into this. It's 2600 body. It's pretty alright. Now, the reason that our engine is so thin is because we have to play other cards. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom in Joyous Spring, 2 copies of Ghost Ogre, and then we are testing 2 copies of the Crescent Moon. So Crescent Moon comes out in the next set. She's the new hand trap. If your opponent spawns a monster, or monsters face up, you can discard this card and then target those monsters. Negate their effects. Also, after, if that card leaves the field, controlled takes damage equal to the monster's original attack. So basically you get to ping them, you get to negate some effects. It's an effect veiler. I kind of want to only play one of this. I'm very on the fence about this card. It's just in here because I wanted to test it. Could go down to one of this. I might test imperms. We'll see. But this is generally where we are at this very moment with this. But very heavy hand trap count. And triple copies of Phantasme. Now, one thing you need to know, most of your dragon cards require a super high level dragon. You know what Phantasme is? He's a dragon. So we basically get to double down on our matchups, where this basically works for Link matchups. I know that the Master Rule revision's right around the corner for this deck, but hear me out here. It is a dragon. It's multi-purpose. It basically allows you to meet the requirements for Strawl in one go. And like I said, if it's a dead card, it's not like you don't have an answer, to use this for. So it doubles as fusion material while doubling for your matchups. So this card is extremely valuable in that regard. Also, free draw power to unbreak your hands in certain matchups. Seems good to me. So that's the monster lineup. Extremely heavy. Spells. Triple copies of Pot of Extrav. Now, our extra deck does not matter all that much in the grand scheme of things, but the big thing I've noticed with this is the draw power from this. Very good. Then we have 1 copy of the Dragon Maid Changeover. Like I said, you don't need to max out on this card anymore. You can search it with Chamber. I get it that this card is your heart and soul for the deck, but I don't see myself wanting to maximize it. You know what I mean? Then we have triple copies of the Hospitality. Just special summons a Dragon Mage from your hand or graveyard. Then you can send the another one from your deck. But the thing is, another extender to put 2 on the board and so forth. And if not, generic revivability is always good. Alright, we have 1 copy of the Downtime. This card's really good. And then triple copies of Solemn Judgments and triple copies of Solemn Warning, wrapping up the main deck. I really want to test strikes over these. This card is really good. If you stop your opponent's starter, oh my gosh, it's so good. Most of my boards, I'm winning because of this hand traps and Straw. It's basically what this deck has become at this point. And I always love my stun aspects. You guys have followed this channel for deck building for years. That's the way it always is. Now, the reason why this deck is good is because of this card. This card is everything that Dragon Maids have wanted in their life and more. So it's 1 Dragon Maid monster plus 1 level 7, or excuse me, 1 level 5 or higher dragon. So Phantasme. During the standby phase, you can special summon 1 level 9 or lower Dragon Maid from your hand or graveyard. And then you can proc its abilities, which is bonkers. Then when your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can negate that activation, destroy that card, and then return this card to the extra deck. And if you do, special summon 1 House Dragon Maid from your extra deck. Alright, so you get a negate. This returns back to the extra deck to load up for later. And it tags down into house. And then, what were they, this is an example of extremely good in-house support. So, tag down into this, and then you get to work with her. So, she's good. The rest of the extra deck, we have triple copies of the Heavenly Spheres, 1 copy of Unicorn, triple copies of Starving Venom, Fusion Dragon with the 1 Earth Golem Ignister and the 1 Borreload Furious Dragon. Side deck has super polys and things in it. I don't have that on hand to show. It was just an experiment. But general things I want to say about this. So I built this off of a couple of OCG lists. I did a lot of looking into their list. A lot of their concepts are very interesting. I like the one that was playing the more back row. Alright, it suited my fancy. Alright, more hand traps, phantasmes. You reduce the fusion engine. It all looks very good on paper. You side super polys to break certain matchups. And this deck does it very well, honestly. It's what this deck looks to do. Outside of that, this deck, it's very fun. It's not the most competitive deck in the universe, but it's a start. And I hope that this will give a few Dragon Maid duelists out there an idea of, where to go with the deck. So what do you guys think? Please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Please check out our friends at TradingCardMint.com and RMCO40 on checkout. Save a little bit of money on your purchase. Well, guys, I'm out. Take care. Peace. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons, for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And for those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanCool40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.